Hey y'all, today we're going to be making a bacon ranch short rib. It's super simple to make and so good to eat, and we're going to do it all while having a whole lot of fun. Dang, that's bright. That looks a lot like my future. Hi, welcome back to another edition of Cooking Chris's Dishes with the good old boy, where we are cooking up dishes straight from recipesthatcrock.com, which is my beautiful wife's cooking blog. And today's a good day, y'all. Today is a happy day because today we're cooking up two of my favoriteest meats in the world. See, I love ribs. I love ribs. Beef ribs, pork ribs. Ribs are amazing. What goes good with ribs? Bacon. Well, bacon goes good with everything, but today we're going to marry it with some ribs and a little ranch dressing. It's a simple recipe. It's 3 ingredients. It doesn't take any time to put together. As long as you got a little patience, it's going to be worth your while. I took this recipe into work a few weeks ago when we were testing it out. And Chris let me have the leftovers to take into work because I needed something for lunch. And the ribs were so big, I could only have like 1 or 2. And there were like 2 left. And I was like offering around, does anybody want, any of my lunch? And one of the guys was like, I don't know, I'm not really that hungry. I'll try one though. Is it something your wife made? I'm like, yeah, it's a new recipe we're testing out. So he took a bite of one, and he does this. Pretend that this is the Tupperware container that had the ribs in it. And he takes one out, takes a bite, and then grabs the Tupperware container and walks away. He took my lunch! They were that good. And he came back later, he said, tell your wife those were some of the best ribs I've ever had in my entire life. And you know what? I definitely agree with him. It's super simple, and it goes a little something like this. All you need are the following ingredients. Short ribs.
3 pounds.
3 pounds of short ribs.
Yeah.
These things are almost as tall as me.
They need cut down.
Yes, so we're going to cut these in half. You also need enough bacon to go around those ribs. I've got about 12 slices here. We'll see how much it takes.
And our bacon's really thick bacon.
Yes, super thick bacon. Wonderfully thick bacon. I love bacon. And then 2 packets of ranch dressing. That's all you need. First thing I want to do, I'll slide my bacon a little bit over, and then these short ribs, some of them have the bone still in them.
That's okay.
So in order to shorten that down, I'm going to debone my ribs. Get the meat off of there. Some of them do, some of them don't, which is okay.
I bought them from a different place this time, and they definitely, they're a lot different. They're a lot longer, and they have the bones in them, where the last time I bought them boneless, and they were smaller pieces.
Like, that's a perfect portion. Well, about 4 of those, and I'd be happy. But I'll shuck the rib off of the bone there. Like, this is only going to take about a half a...
And we used about 1 pound of bacon for every 3 pounds of ribs.
Yep. And there we go. There we go. That'll take a slice of bacon right there. I can get that off of there. I'm kind of mutilating my rib here.
Yeah, it's not, I don't know that knife is super sharp, is it?
No, I really need to get some new knives or find somebody who can sharpen. Any of y'all sharpen knives out there? And then this one's also got it. This one doesn't have that near as big of a bone, so this should be a lot easier to clean off. In fact, I think I can do that in one.
Did the other pack have those?
Cut. The other pack did. The ones that we'll show you in the finished product had a little bit of bone in it, but like not like this. These are big bones. These make good soup bones. Yeah.
So why are you throwing them in the trash?
Somebody
is going to yell at you on
I know,
about that.
I know. I'm being wasteful. I'm throwing away the bones. I'm sorry. Come over and get them. They'll be in my trash can.
Michael.
And that one, and then I think, this one's just got a bone right up in the very top of it. So there goes my dog. He's walking around going, bones? Bones? Who's got bones? I love bones. I'm not going to give my dog, or I started saying I'm not going to give my kid a pork bone. I'm not. My dog either. But now I'm going to take these ribs, and I'm just going to cut them in half. We'll make it work. What's that dude on that fashion show that I don't watch?
Tim Gunn.
There we go. We'll make it work. All right.
I don't think that's... I'm not sure that's how that goes.
Oh. But all I'm doing is having up my pork ribs. That should be good. That's one big giant piece. I'm going to cut that in half. It'll also make it easier to wrap the bacon around. And this one is 2. I'm going to cut this one in half too. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 ribs. We'll make it 12. We're going to cut this one up too. There's 12, and I should have 12 slices of bacon there, so that works out really well. Now, what I want to do is, I want to put the ranch on this first and then wrap them in bacon, right?
You shake up the bacon.
So what Chris says to do is to take a plastic bag, a gallon size, a great big baggie, and pour your ranch into it. I'm going to try something different. I'm going to try something. I'll do it my way.
So you might explain, we've got, I don't know what you're flinging all over the place, but something just flew. He's got 1 ranch packet and 1 ranch packet with dill flavoring because we're trying something new, because we like to try the different flavors of ranch packet.
If you just have regular ranch
is what we normally use. So.
All right. And I'm just going to take my ribs, all my ribs, and put them. If you do this in a baggie, you want to do 2 or 3 at a time.
Yeah.
But since I've got a fairly large vessel, I'm going to do about half, just to make sure I don't mess up and make mistakes. Because you would never want to see me make a mistake, would you? Like that. I'm also going to kind of wipe my hands off a little bit. I will make sure and wash my hands completely and clean off my station here before I bring out the finished product, though. But for now, let's shake.
Oh my goodness. That's where Addie gets that.
And then this is what they turn out to. Look at that. See how they're all coated?
You're going to shake them off so that you have excess for your...
Shake them off! Shake them off!
Did they soak up all of it?
No.
Good.
There's enough left. Yeah, there'd be enough left in the bottom, I hope. I think so. Yeah. You shake those off. And then, because I didn't leave that much behind, it should be okay. Lid back on. And then this should take up the rest of it. Got my exercise in for the day. And yeah, those got pretty good. So I'm going to put these all in here. Because yeah, I probably should have put it all in to begin with. Poor little rib left behind. This will make it a little more even.
It's a workout. Your cardio.
Oh my goodness. Much better. Alright, so I'm going to put those there. And now what you want to do is take each rib and lovingly wrap it in a blanket of bacon. I'm happy. You can't get more excited than bacon, I don't think. Well, I mean, there's Christmas, but you know it's better than Christmas? Bacon on Christmas morning.
Well, I was going to say, what if you served this on Christmas? That would, like, blow your mind.
I totally would. But just take each piece and wrap it in the bacon. Doesn't have to be perfect. Where you're getting here is the flavor. The bacon will shrink down onto the ribs. There we go. You know, there was another small piece in there. I think I'm going to put those two together. There we go. Wrap. This is going to take me a little bit because I got lots of ribs, so yeah. How about if we put this part in? Fast forward, starting now! Some pieces might be big enough where you want to wrap it with 2 pieces of bacon. That's okay too. Like, this right here will only take 1 slice. But some of your pieces like this one. See, there's some pork hanging out, some rib. I'm going to slide this piece of bacon down and put more bacon on it. That's right. There's nothing wrong with that. That, and I had 3 extra pieces of bacon, so I want to make sure and do something with them. So there we go. And that last slice of bacon will go on this bigger rib right here.
Can't waste bacon.
No, no. So I'm driving to work the other day, or I'm getting ready for work, and my wife made me, I don't remember what all that you made me for lunch, but there were a couple slices of bacon there because bacon. And I go to my truck, and I'm in a hurry because I was going to be late for work, and I set the plate of food in my truck, and I turn around, and when I do, the plate of food fell, and both pieces of bacon fell into the floorboard of my truck. And I mourned. I actually mourned. But anyway, I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to wash my hands real quick. And all you want to do is take your ribs and put them in your slow cooker. Can they lay on top of one another?
Yep. Yes. Just lightly. Just don't push them into each other. Just kind of lightly lay them. As they cook up, they'll get a little bit smaller, and it will.
So don't smush, but it's okay to nestle.
There you go.
And if some of them are on top, it's not going to hurt anything.
Yeah.
This is pretty much the marriage. This is where the bacon is going to cook in with the ranch, is going to cook in with the ribs, and all those flavors are just going to soak way down deep into that rib meat. And now, honey.
Yes.
How long do I want to cook this for? Now, hot?
You're going to cook it on low for 8 hours.
Low for 8 hours. Wash my hands one more time. Why I wash my hands before, I don't know. Because I like to have clean hands. Just as much as my wife likes to have a clean workstation. Which I will do
remembered.
now. I'm a good little cooker. Let me get this out of the way, and we'll put that on to cook here in a minute. Wipe your workstation down. You're messing with raw meat. Always wipe down your workstation before you go to serve anything. Just a little food safety precaution. Don't worry about it getting sick. Wash your hands one more time just to make sure. And then, after 8 hours, the ribs will be cooked. They should be cooked. After 8 hours on low in any slow cooker, it should work out good. Mm-hmm. Is there a minimum temperature they should look for?
Actually, by that point, they're going to be so tender, they're going to be like falling apart and stuff. So,
which also means be very careful. Use tongs, maybe a fork, something, because that meat will fall apart really, really easy, which is also really good. Rib meat's a real soft meat anyway.
Well, and these are going. Part about wrapping them in bacon and cooking them all day is going to make them be more tender, like a traditional rib.
Yep.
Versus more like a pork loin if you don't cook them long enough.
Now, one step we're not showing here, but it's just a step you can kind of get in your thinker up there, is when you get done with your ribs, you want to put them on a cookie sheet, maybe a lined cookie sheet so you got less of a mess because you got a lot of fat going on in there between the bacon and the pork. Yeah, foil line would be really good. But take your individual pieces and set them out separately where they're not touching one another on a baking sheet, and put them under your broiler and turning them once. It's not going to take any more than 1 minute to 2 minutes on both sides, because what it's going to do, that bacon, when you put it in a slow cooker without that liquid, it's going to cook that bacon, but it's not going to brown that bacon, and everything's going to be really loose, you know, and softened and everything. So you slide that underneath your broiler, and then when you get done, after turning it,
it's kind of like we've done with chicken legs over and over again. So we're not showing that step because we had to make this for a quickie video earlier.
Now, this has foil over the top because
he was reheating it up.
I was reheating. This is what we made a couple days ago.
Yes.
But take a look at...
Michael!
Did you just see me pull that out of the oven? Don't do that. All the other steps do until that one. Don't do that. Take something that keeps you from burning your fingers, and they will look just like that. And all you need to do is serve it with a little barbecue sauce or in our case, some ranch dressing.
Yeah.
I'll take the little one.
One of the reasons we like this recipe is it's low carb. Michael, get a plate, honey.
I'll be right back.
So if you're trying to keep your meal low carb, then you can serve it with ranch dressing, which is a lower carb alternative, or a low carb barbecue sauce. But if you're not eating low carb, these are perfectly fine, just the way they are. And you could even put some barbecue sauce on before you broil.
Dude, check this out. I started to put my knife through it. Watch with the fork. You see that?
They're delicious.
They're fall off the bacon tender.
Fall off the bacon.
Well, it's because they deboned them.
Ah.
Like I said, I like ours with a little ranch dressing if you want barbecue
little?
sauce. Or my wife was making fun of me because I put too much ranch in, but I promise I'll use that. It's hot. And it's good. You really taste the flavor of the ranch packet that's soaked in. Of course, it's got that smoky flavor from the bacon. And then the ribs are just so tender because they've cooked on low for such a long time. It's really broken that meat down. I think it should be cool enough now. That is just so good. Like I said, we use ranch dressing if you want to use barbecue sauce, honey mustard, ketchup if you're one of those people. That doesn't matter. It's bacon. As long as you're eating it with bacon, I'm not going to judge you. That's really hot. It's going to take me a minute.
Yeah, I can tell. We might have to fast forward this part.
Oh, good. No, I want to enjoy it. I don't want to live all my life in fast forward. That is a dish that will make anybody happy. Have me over for dinner and have this dish. I promise you I will be. But we want to thank you for watching another edition of Cooking Chris's Dishes with the good old boy. If you dig what you see, do this. Now, I don't mean sit there at your laptop, your PC, your tablet, your iPhone, whatever you got, and do this. Down below is a little, looks like this. Click it if you like this video.
Addie's back here giving you a thumbs up.
Addie just wants some of these ribs. Also, down below is a little subscribe button. Become a part of the Crock Posse if you've not become a member of the Crock Posse. If you haven't become a member of the Crock Posse, we will all welcome you in lovingly with open arms. Here we are with open arms. I love Journey, don't you? Thank you for taking this journey with us today into the realm of bacon ranch ribs. Y'all keep watching and we'll keep cooking, and all will be well. Bye. I'm gonna get me some more of them ribs. We represent the Lollipop Guild, the Lollipop Guild, the Lollipop Guild.
No.
No?
No. What are you doing?
I'm just...
Okay. I took one last bite of my breakfast. Now my mouth is full and I can't talk and...
Oh, this is a good time.
Ha ha.